Hi there, so my name is Sorrel Roberts and this is week 1 of the coaching programme, How to Deal with Uncertainty. Just a little bit about me. I am an independent coach and I work with people both in companies and individuals, and I work on professional development and also have a particular focus on supporting working parents. I teach coaching skills and I trained with Barefoot Coaching, and I'm also one of the tutors on their coaching course. So I think regardless of context or industry or field that they work in, people who come to me for coaching are generally looking for clarity. And they're uncertain about something. So they may be uncertain about what their next step is, how to change a tricky situation, or they have absolute clarity and certainty about what they want, but they're uncertain about how to get there. So I think that is pretty much true of everyone who has come to me for coaching or engaged with me in coaching in some way. So what we do is first try and get clarity of where they are, but then move forward. What I want for people is for them to be able to move forward with confidence, courage and conviction that they're making developments or steps forward in a way that works for them and the wider system that they inhabit. So when I was thinking about designing this programme for you, the words of a very wise woman came to me. So I went to a conference at the end of last year and there was an incredible speaker there called Claire Genkai-Breeze. So she is an eclectic mix of being a Zen Buddhist monk, executive coach, ex-rock chick, among many other things I'm sure. But she also does a lot of work with people at the end of their life. And this was the question she posed to us. So she said, if only death is certain, but the manner and time of death is uncertain, what do you choose to do now? And it's a really massive and profound question. But interestingly, the impact of it on me has been both profound and practical. So I'm just going to repeat the words because I think they bear repeating. So if only death is certain, but the manner and time of death is uncertain, what do you choose to do now? So these words have come to me in moments big and small. When I've been feeling cross, I don't know, irritated by something, I think, actually, what do I choose to do now? And I've also applied it to big questions too. But it's given me a kind of sense that actually if I recognise the uncertainty of life, there is an opportunity to grow in the moment. So, week 1 of this coaching programme is about clarity. So it's actually about being in that moment of going, how do I actually feel about this thing right now, this thing that I'm uncertain about? It could be a relationship, it could be a career change, it could be, I don't know, something that you want to work on but you don't know how to move forward. But what I do know is that often when people are feeling confused and uncertain and unclear about the way forward, the thing that they want most of all is certainty about everything right now. And actually that's quite overwhelming, it's quite a lot of pressure on oneself. So for week 1, what I'm really inviting you to do is to just sit with your uncertainty, kind of allow it to be, because I think there's wisdom in it. Before we kind of forge ahead to goals and getting what we want, I think actually there's some wisdom in what we don't want, there's some wisdom in how our needs aren't currently being met. So yes, this week, before thinking about solutions, I would just like you to think about where you are right now. I'd like you to give yourself space and time to reflect on it and see what clarity can emerge from that. So to help you do that, the first exercise I'd like you to do is just literally have a bit of quiet reflection time. So take a moment to sit quietly in your chair and do it too. Feet on the ground. Just settle your shoulders. Just take a few deep breaths there. And then just notice how you feel. Where in your body do you feel it? What are you thinking now? How are you feeling? Now I notice that my shoulders are a bit tense, jaws a little bit tight, and actually just noticing it, I can just choose to relax it a bit. And I just already feel a bit more settled and a bit more able to think clearly, actually. So when you're in that kind of more settled, calmer state, well, I'm assuming that you're not calm, but I spend a lot of time rushing around, so I need to choose a moment to get calm before I do my reflection sometimes. What I'd like to do now is invite you to consider your opportunity, your challenge, or the thing that you're feeling uncertain about, and to really just acknowledge where you are with it right now. So without any filtering, without trying to make it different, without trying to rush ahead. But there's a number of ways that you can do this, and whatever works for you, I invite you to do. So whether that's getting out, the coloured pens and paper and drawing it out, or if you've got someone in your life who is a great listener and you would like to articulate it or to verbalise it, and that will help you, then just ask them to just listen to you without interruption for 5 minutes and see how far you can get in your thinking. Or alternatively, you just write it out. Just, old school with an actual pen and your hand, write out where you currently are. So once you've done that, just sit with where you are with it, and actually don't rush ahead. Give it a couple of days and just see what other thoughts and feelings emerge, having given that time of reflection. And then after a couple of days, the next step I would invite you to do is to just stand back, and this is to get a bit of perspective. So the way in which I do this is to get a piece of paper, draw a square and divide it into 4 quadrants. And in one I put what I currently have, in another what I don't have, in another what I want, in another what I don't want. And I just populate those boxes. And again, that gives me a fresh insight into the resources that I already have, what I'm satisfied with, what I'm less satisfied with, and how I might move forward. My final question for the week is, what would you like to happen now that isn't happening? So now we're starting to think about the gap between where you are now and where you'd like to be. And then just reflect, what's clearer to you now. And what I'd really invite you to do actually over the course of this 4-week programme is keep notes, keep a journal, just let the insights emerge and let the picture or story build for yourself. Thank you.